Well, we've been in the weight room hard. It's just like everybody else. The Friday that the season ends, that following Monday, you're in the weight room trying to get better. And our kids were excited to get started right off the bat. And, it's been a great, I guess, about 8 months in the weight room. I've had a lot of gains, kids getting stronger and confident. And it's just been really good off season for us.
And also, I know you'll lose some seniors. And a few months ago, you had signing day where you have some kids that are going on to the next level.
We actually, Jake Abraham's going on, Drew Ward's going on to play some football, so we're excited for those two guys and wish them the best.
And as you get ready for practice, what will be some spots? How many seniors do you graduate this year?
We graduated about 17, I think. We lost about 17 kids.
So some opportunities for some other players to step up this year.
Well, it is. We had a lot of underclassmen play this past year. We had a real young team, so a lot of our kids. That's one thing that helps with your confidence. The fact that so many of them played on the varsity level last year. We had a lot of juniors that played. We had a lot of sophomores. Even had a freshman play in the varsity games. So one thing we do have coming back is a lot of kids with experience.
And would you say it's one of the biggest strengths for the War Eagles probably this year?
It is. Last year we didn't have a whole lot of starters coming back. This year it's kind of the opposite. We've got, like I said earlier, we've got a lot of kids coming back that started last year, and a lot of other ones that got playing time in the varsity games, and hopefully that will help us, especially early on. That experience, hopefully kids won't be quite as nervous starting off, and the confidence is always a big thing in football, especially on this level. And I think we should start with some pretty good confidence early on.
What about just looking ahead for the actual practice? When does camp open up for South?
Well, we start spring practice in about 3 weeks. So from the time we're doing this, I think May 7th is our starting date. We're excited about that. We'll go for 2 weeks and end that with a spring game on the 18th of May. And then we have our last week of school. The kids get 1 week off, and then we're right back in the weight room, all summer long. So, it's pretty much started for us. Once spring rolls around, it's almost in season. The kids are here quite a bit, and getting ready for fall to start.
Once the fall gets here, a new region alignment. What can you tell us about some of the teams in the region and the makeup this year?
Well, it's as you know, the region change. It's a very strong region. We pulled up 3 of the best teams in our old region in Lambert and Chattahoochee and Johns Creek. We pulled those 3 teams up along with us to add in with some very talented teams. With Alpharetta and West Forsyth, and you can go on and on. That's just going to be a very strong region, and the competition is going to be strong, every Friday night. But, the exciting thing, I think, for everybody is that, it's a lot of teams that are familiar close by. It won't be the travel that we had last year. The travel the last couple of years was brutal at times, and, it hurt our fan base, not just for our team, but every team. When you're traveling 2 hours away, it's hard to bring a whole lot of people. So, we're going to be playing teams that are close by here that the kids are familiar with, the parents are familiar with, and I think it's going to bring about some great rivalries and some big crowds.
And looking ahead also, what will be the biggest challenge you think that the War Eagles will face heading into the 2012 season?
Well, I think it's the competition. If you look at the teams just top to bottom, just every team's just so good. It's like I said, every Friday night's going to be a great challenge, and it's going to be tough to get any win. I think the thing about this region, the 4 teams it sends in the playoffs, so going to be 4 pretty good teams. There's going to be some good teams not get in the playoffs with the type of competition that's in this region. But like I said, I think this is a region that's formed now that's probably going to last a while. So that's the good thing. I hope it brings some stability so it can build those rivalries and those crowds and that type of thing.
Earlier we talked about some of the younger players that got experience in the 2011 season. Who are some guys that you're looking to step up in the locker room and really provide some leadership?
Well, like I said, there's so many coming back, but we'll mention some names. Our quarterback Jansen, played great for us last year. He had an ankle problem that cost him 2 or 3 games, but I really feel like he was coming into his own. Eddie Marinowski's back. We just go. It's amazing how many we got back. It's just so many. Go on and on. Like I said, you see a smile come to my face. Any coach has got that many kids, with playing time. hopefully that experience will bring us some success this coming year.